What's going on, everybody? So finally gonna get around to getting the E36 M3 back on the road with the weather warming up and everything. So right now I ordered this Rennline phone mount kit. It's from Rennline, obviously. It's a cool little mount. It's just a magnetic mount that bolts into the existing holes and spots in the dash. I have one in my Cayman and it's fucking awesome. So picked this up around Black Friday. It's like 15% off, so finally getting around to installing it now in March. So installation should be pretty quick. Just I think I have to unscrew the head unit, and then should be able to pull that out, pop this guy in, put the head unit back. So let's do it. Alright, so I'm gonna just put this guy together real quick. So there's a installation video on Rennline's website, as well as instructions. But yeah, here's the bracket mount. This side goes into the radio. This ball goes like so. Magnet goes onto ball, and then magnet attaches to phone. I've got it comes with some magnets that you can double-sided tape you can stick onto your phone. I already have one in my case. Sticks on just like that. Instructions. Basically shows it all right there. I think with the 15% off discount, it was still about like $45-50 after shipping. So it's an expensive little guy, but it's definitely worth it. So this ball has a lock washer as well on the end of it. And if this is the mount, goes like so. The screw just has it's a little Allen head screw. So we'll get this tightened up. Tighten this guy up. Alright, that guy's not going anywhere. He ain't going anywhere. So you do need a special BMW radio removal tool. Apparently these are kind of difficult to come by. The only ones that I found that sold the individual tool was like fucking $15, and they were all not even gonna ship until June. So I ended up finding this thing on eBay for about the same price as what like ECS tuning, FCP, Euro, Pelican parts, the same price that they sell these two BMW tools together. I found this 20-piece set for about the same price on eBay, and it got here within a few days. It comes with all these other brands of European car radios that I will probably never ever use, but you know what? If I'm spending the money, I might as well get more for it, right? So anyways, there's the BMW tool that I will be using. It's not a typical Allen wrench. It's a 5-sided sort of Allen key. But yeah. Alright, so other than the BMW tool, so I looked at this hex key, and it's actually actual small hex key. I figured these were the same. I figured they were both 5-sided tools, but apparently they are not. This one's 5-sided, this one's 6, like your normal hex key. So along with this thing, I have a 10mm wrench to use it like so. I have a Phillips head screwdriver and a little flathead screwdriver to pry open the tabs on the radio. So let's go and do this. Sorry if it's a little dark. Hopefully you could see everything, but so basically there's just the phone mount is going to mount right here along the side of the radio. So I'm just going to open up these tabs right here. you might need a flathead screwdriver. I kind of opened these already the other day, so I was able to open them up by hand. Inside there's some little itty bitty screws. Alright, so yeah. So if you've never opened these little tabs, you just take your flathead screwdriver and just pop open the tabs. Like I said, already opened them, but there's a little slot for you to stick the screwdriver in. So I'm going to take my little BMW tool right here and insert it into the little holes. Okay, this is proving to be a lot harder than it needs to be. Oh, these little screws are fucking stripping, dude. Alright, so it appears that my radio was already kind of loose. I am having no luck with these screws. The fucking BMW tool, it should work, but my screws are fucking totally stripped. So I think the previous owner stripped them and just pushed the radio back in, but it seems to be working. I haven't had any issues with it in the fucking however many years I've owned it, so whatever, fuck it. So the radio just slides out. Slides out like so. Just be careful with the harnesses. They're kind of tight. Okay. I might undo some of these so I can see if I can get this fucking thing out, the screws out. So, I mean, could just leave the radio hanging, but I'd rather not. So fuck it. I'm just gonna leave the radio installed because the fucking harness doesn't want to come undone. Anyways, here you can see the side of the screw. So that screw right there is where the Rennline phone mount is going to mount on. It's just a regular Phillips head screw. So let's mount it up. So we'll just set the radio to the side like so. Get the screwdriver in here. Okay, the screw is out. So yeah, the mount just, it's going to go in like so. Get the screw in the right hole. So yeah, this mount, it fits like perfectly with the contours of the dash. That's pretty dope. Okay, that should be pretty snug. Alright, so here you can kind of see, so there's like this little contour right here that the head unit sits on. You know, the Rennline mount has accommodations for it, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, fits solid. So yeah, let's just get the radio back in. Nicely. With that minimal interference from the mount itself. Maybe. Alright, so I'm super annoyed, but basically this corner right here is interfering with me getting this mount in. The mount itself is tightened as far as it can go, but there's just a little distortion around the frame. See if I can focus on it. God damn it. Probably a little hard to see, but you can see there's just a little bit of distortion, so what I'm going to do is just file it down a little bit and hope that it works. It's fucking annoying. It's better. Might be able to squeeze it in now. There you go. So just that little itty bit. So yeah, the radio should pop right in. Filing did the trick. So I pushed the head unit in as far as I could go. It sticks out just a little bit, but I don't really know how much because I never really look at the radio in this car, so it might not have even been flush to begin with, but I don't know. This is as far as it goes, so I'm just going to adjust this mount. The ball, this will rotate with, it's attached with a 3mm Allen key. And I just prefer that it's straight up and down. Tighten this guy up real quick. Alright, that's good. Those of you with working set screws for the head unit, go ahead and tighten those. Like I said before, mine don't fucking work, so I'm just going to close these little tabs. That's there. Just yet, so... Anyways, I'm going to attach the little magnet, so it just... this little magnet mount, this unscrews or loosens and tightens up. You're just gonna loosen it all the way so that you can fit it around the ball, and then I'm gonna tighten it. So I'm gonna pop her on. So I loosen it as much as I can. Okay, that's on there. And I'm gonna tighten it and adjust where I need to be, or adjust it where I want it. Ideally, so my phone is out of the way. So alright, so that's tightened pretty good. And so, like I said, I have a magnet on the back of my phone. It's inside where all my cards are. So it's just, boom, sticks right there. And it's solid too. Let's see if I can get a better view of this. So yeah, there it is. There's the phone. Boom. Just mounts up right there. Dope. And then, like I said, you could still adjust it a little bit, and then you can tighten it so wherever it needs to be, so it's not blocking anything. I think this was pretty good. It's not blocking my view at all. But yeah, you could adjust it pretty good. I think I kind of like it over here. That should be good. Dope. Alright, so I ended up doing some more trimming because I noticed that like I couldn't get my head unit in all the way. It was like jutting out quite a bit. So I realized that this side right here, since the head unit is now pushed more to the left because of the Rennline mount, it was interfering with some plastic on the side. So I did a little bit of trimming. Hopefully it fits. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Maybe. Let's see. It's hard to fucking hold a light. So yeah, you can see behind the Rennline mount, there's like that black plastic. That's part of like the head unit holder. But yeah, so it was like this edge, the lip of the head unit right here, was getting caught on it. So yeah, I trimmed it a little bit. Alright, yeah, so it's definitely helped. It's not exactly flush, but it can only go so far with the Rennline mount, so yeah, that helped quite a bit. There's a lot less of a gap now. Sorry, a lot less the head unit protruding out, so yeah. It was easy to trim, just trimmed it with a box cutter. You could use an X-Acto knife or a razor blade. But yeah, so that's something that you might have to do as well. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Obviously ran into a few snags with my screws being kind of stripped, screws that hold in the head unit being stripped, and my BMW radio removal tool is not working. Fortunately, my fucking radio was not secured anyway, so it slid right in, or slid right out. So yeah, I mean, obviously there were some snags, which is just going to depend on the car. Every car is going to be a little bit different, but outside of that, the mount works well, as expected. Like I said, I wish it would fit a little bit better, but that's kind of more on my car, not necessarily on Rennline. So yeah, I mean, it's an expensive cell phone mount, and especially nowadays with MagSafe chargers and all that stuff, the magnet's a little bit smaller. But I did see that Rennline has a bigger magnet now, and it's basically a MagSafe charger. That's pretty cool, and you know, it's also expensive. It's like $60 on top of the mount itself, which is about $45. So it's a pretty expensive mount to begin with, but if you ever do want to go MagSafe, all you have to do is just change out the magnet, which just unscrews from the back, pop it off, pop the new one on. So like I said, I have this mount, or this magnet mount, in my Porsche, and I also have it now in my Beamer. And like I said, it's expensive, but I think it's worth the money for a nice sort of flush fit cell phone mount. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope that was helpful. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Peace.